Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers with me, Cornish-Knight, and our Colonel company of Cornish mercenaries. Now, when we'd left off, we'd basically done a couple of jobs and earned a bit of money. I'm not going to basically be super rich because we're not, so we should probably head out somewhere and try and get some more work. It's afternoon. Not bad. Some interesting stuff the developers are planning. I've been looking at the developers blog on their channel. I suggest you look at the website. I suggest you look it up. It's very interesting. They've really come a long way. If you look at the original style of the game when it first came out in early access, it's really developed a lot. It's really nice. Go to sleep. Actually, I suppose I could pop in and see what they have as. That's not fantastic. I'm going to go over here to Saxdorf, and basically see if they've got any work. I know I'm still just taking like basic contracts, but to be honest, with the way that this game plays on their normal difficulty, yeah, don't get me wrong, this is actually their normal difficulty. It's pretty brutal, but to be honest, like, medieval combat was relatively brutal. It was... You've got to understand that, like, combat in, like, ooh, goblin huntsmen, some goblin ambushers. We could probably take them, actually. Oh god. Right. Right, we're gonna have to rush them. Yeah, it's a full-blown charge, we just gotta do it. Why is it whenever we sort of have it going on, and we have something working out well? This is where hunting dogs would be really useful about now. Seriously? Fortunately, these guys aren't that brave, so hopefully we can get them to... the pierce side is nasty. Oh, really? Caught one of them in combat. It's not worth the shot. Seriously? And of course, none of my guys can seemingly hit. Fortunately, these guys have sucky morale, so we can just wail on them. As if I believe we can actually hit monkeys. Just please hit him. God, I hate fighting goblins. I did it because I thought they were going to be weak, but not great. Pierced hand. I mean, the wounds aren't the problem, really. It's I'll at least be able to sell some of that stuff and get a bit of money back. Chazar. Do they have healing huts? Wool. I think this probably would have some kind of at least they actually have a healing place, which is nice. That. How much is it going to be to actually get my guys back on their feet? Stupid damage, to be honest. No, I like what I've actually got at the moment, to be honest. Some of the guys leveled up, that's good. Wiseman leveled up. Stamina, probably, maybe some more health, to be honest. What should we take for him? For Diffuax, backstab, that's useful. No fatigue from wearing armour. That might be useful. Backstab, honour doesn't win you fight, stabbing the enemy when it hurts does. Bonuses to hit chance in melee is doubled to 10%, plus 10% for each ally surrounding and distracting your target. That probably could be useful. Get him the seal perk. So on the hatchet. How's the food looking? 6 more days. Let's get a little bit more food. And we shall be on our way. Is there anybody here that's worth picking up for cheap? High initiative. He's a rat catcher though. Tailor. Farmhand, perhaps. Seriously, he's fragile. Well, at least he can sort of fight, which is not too bad. Could give him a spear. That probably would work. Give him a spear. Problem is I don't have any armour to give him either, which is not great. They got nothing in here really that I can give him. I could give him a basic hood. I still need to find some kind of gear to give him, unfortunately. I mean, he's got relatively good range defense. 10 days. We'll go along here, see if we have any jobs. Bandit raiders, many bandit thugs. How's the guys looking health-wise? I mean, I can shadow. Actually, that might be a plan. If I can lure them, that's something that I've found works quite well. If you can lure them to come after you, you can lure them back towards towns and stuff, and get the local militia to help you fight them, which is really nice. His health is still not fantastic. Neither is that, guys. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stalk them for a while. Get my health up a bit, hopefully I'll heal the injuries, then we can sort of pick a fight with them. Oh god, please don't go into the marsh. I know this is a bit cowardly and I'm probably burning money doing this. But I need my guys to get back up to a bit better health, really. 1 to 2 days. Because I'm basically picking fights with these guys because it's beneficial for me. How's it looking? Health 60. He's pretty much up. That guy's not great. Taking him 2 days, but if I catch him in the marsh. Here we go. Ah, we're not in the marsh. Okay, that's a shame. But none of them are actually got great weapons, which is nice. It is raining, which is not fantastic. I'm going to put a spearman up on this pit of high ground. Spear wall. Get the Fuax to charge up here. I found the spear wall works really well. Yeah, they're going to try and swarm him. I might have to pull him back. Got a good smattering of gear and equipment. I should be able to... Let's try hitting him. Miss. 66 chance, that's chance. Come on, Runkle. Yes, Runkle, it lets fly and it buries deep into the man's chest and he sort of groans heavily as it pierces his... Right. Nice hit, Mr. Twisted. Gotta jump back down into cover. Let them come. Ah, the shield wall has failed. Now, they've engaged with us on all sides. It's not good. Oh dear. Right, we need to get them off him. Ooh, nicely done. Edgen just beats the living daylighters out of that bloke. Let's just... I see you sneaking. Ooh, a nice shot from Hawken. Hawken just like smashes him up. I see you trying to flank. Ooh, he... Wait a minute, what happened? Okay, and Trenton fired at the thug here and missed and killed the guy standing on high ground. Come on, Runkle. Ooh, Runkle. Yeah, pretty much they're all broken now. Everyone's sort of fleeing. Yeah, Mr. Twisted is just like... They're always killing everybody by this point. Run them down. Don't let any of them escape. Ooh, well done, XK. SK just sort of like just jabs the man in the hand, and blood goes everywhere, and he's like looking a bit nervous now as the Fuax sort of saunters up to him and sort of smacks him down with his woodsman's axe and just buries it deep into him. Seymour just chases after the basically they're not even deserters now, they're the routing enemy bandits. You sort of finish them off. A complete and utter massacre, though the new guy has got a cut muscle, which is a bit annoying. Run them down. You're not going to get away, mate. And with that it is over. Our troop remain... Oh, we've got a nice bit of money. No armour, that was what I was sort of hoping that we were going to be able to get. Well, we got a full leather cap. That was nice. Did anyone level up? Oh yes, Runkle did. Well done, Runkle. Just boosting his range defense because he's likely to get shot at by stuff a lot because he'll be standing behind the line. Let's see, what did I give him? When being attacked with ranged weapons gains plus 1%, plus 10% of your base defense as additional range defense. That actually would probably be nice to give to him. This guy, and his armor's smashed to bits. I need to get him some better gear. Got a bit of money. More than anything else, we got some experience, which is really good. They got a workshop, so hopefully tools shouldn't be too bad. If not, I can always sort of leg it cross country to here. I don't really like going cross country, as I've said. The risks are quite bad. Ruins. After the battle is over, you find Licorn II on his knees, his body swaying back and forth as he nurses his injury. You hear muffled cries in between all too loud moans. Approaching, you ask the man if he's alright. He shakes his head and explains that he was the first taste of his real vicious combat. It was not what he expected, and he isn't sure if he can continue. There isn't a soul out there who isn't scared. You nod back in a terse smile before putting your fist to his chest. Bottle it up right here and don't let anyone else see it. Half the end of any battle is convincing your opponents you are crazier than they are. Being fearless is impossible, but faking it for a time is not. The man nods again and heads back to camp with his head held a little bit higher. That's actually quite true. I actually agree with that. In battle, only the truly insane are completely I won't say immune to the horrors of combat, but I'm gonna get I need better gear really. I need to get this. I'm not happy about it, but I'll sell off some of the gear that I've managed to pick up and get back some of my money. I'd like to get that war dog if I can. Those tools aren't so bad. A bit expensive, but alright, where's the new guy? New guy, you'll get lucky, you get this. What's that stupid bandana? You can have an actual hood. How's that leg wound? 2 to 5 days. Basically, it should be done by tomorrow, hopefully. Do they have any basic contracts? I'd love to get one of these hunting dogs. They're really useful for fighting like archers and the like. Any basic contracts? No. I mean, what's my reputation looking at the moment? Competent. Your renown is the reputation as a professional mercenary company, which reflects how reliable and competent people judge you to be. The higher your renown, the higher paid and more difficult contracts people entrust you with, and the more resources your enemies spend on work against you. Renown increases on successfully completing contracts and winning battles, and decreasing on failing to do so. I mean, it's not really worth picking a fight with them. I mean, I could probably nip through these. It's the afternoon, is it? I could probably nip through the forest. I could go straight to Ornmark and get some basic. I mean, even if it's just like transportation jobs, we should be okay for doing that. One thing I will say about playing on this difficulty. Okay, I'm just gonna let it out. I've had some experience playing on this difficulty, so anyone who's like considering playing on what they call sort of like the veteran mode, which is this game's version of normal, there's some things that you have to understand. One, you want to be able to always pick what fights you basically choose. So, taking a contract where you're basically guarding a caravan, or I suppose on this difficulty the hardest job would be like the caravan missions, because you have no way of actually choosing your fights, and if you get jumped by a particularly large force and you flee, you lose the contract because the caravans get killed, which is not a fantastic thing. That's another level 2 contract. That's not good. I'd like to buy that, but I need money. There is a healer here. Leg muscle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay for that. I'm not happy about that. So no, you want to be very careful about what kinds of missions that you pick when you're doing like veteran difficulty, especially if you've got, say, Iron Man on, because, for example, if you're picking a contract where you have no choice but to stand and defend, you're going to be quite badly off. So stuff like escorting caravans tends to be a relatively nasty job. I mean, what's this job? Not interested. It's like a level, it's like 2 skulls and there's like... It's one of the reasons I was like trying to pick fights with roving bands and mercenaries, because at least you can control the fight relatively okay. It's like, oh, okay, if that's a large engagement, I won't do it. I mean, how are my guys looking health-wise? He's the only one that has any health, and he'll be healed by tomorrow. Need to get them better armour, really. Got to check out here for some contracts. This is going to be like probably just over 30 minutes because we haven't had that much battle, to be honest. I've been a bit cautious. The thing is, we're on the cusp at the moment of our characters being able to do level 2 contracts. But if I push it and pick a bad fight, we will lose people quite easily, so I need to be careful. And I suppose I could lure them back towards town. The problem is we haven't found really a good place, which is... What's this one? Ulrich, the Burgmaster, looks out of his window when he finds him. There's a goblet in his hand and there's not but silence outside. He turns to you, almost sombre. When you came here, did you realise how quiet it was? You remarked that you did, but you're a sellsword who looks the part. It's just what you are accustomed to. Ikib, the Burgmeister, nods and takes a drink. Ah, of course, unfortunately, this isn't about people are afraid of you. No, this time they had people being attacked the past few weeks. Beasts of some sort are on the loose. We know not what they are, but only they take. We've pleaded for our Lord, of course, but he does nothing to help us. He takes a deep drink, and his next drink is long. When he finishes, he turns to you with an empty cup in his hand. Could you hunt these monsters down, please, Sir Sword? Help us. Let's talk pay. I think I know the adequate compensation for your services. You'll get 730 crowns when your contract is done. I want more on completion. Okay, he's not going to budge. I won't accept it. I might regret this. Yeah, they're dire wolves. So I should have probably read that, but I get the feeling if it's dire wolves, yeah, they're going to be coming for us. I need to lure them back towards town. At least we could get the militia involved. Okay, no militia. Okay, these are 6 dire wolves. Who's got to get the first turn? Okay. There's 6 of them. Now the thing with dire wolves is I have learnt... Okay, they're right in combat. I'm going to have to take that one out straight away. Right. Missed. Come on, guys. Right. Jab it. 51% chance. Missed. That's not good. Right, get into formation. Shield wall. Shield wall. Spear wall, shield wall, spear wall, spear wall. This is going to be tight. Keep him back with spear wall if I can. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, nicely done. Their morale is actually... This is the weakness of the direwolves. They have really low morale. So if you can break their morale quickly, they'll break. So we need to basically... Ooh, yes. Well done, Kid. Kid sort of reaches over and splits one of the beast's shoulders open with a swing from his billhook, and it sort of bleeds and screeches and yelps and tries to get away. Come on. Okay, this is bad. I need to get these things dead. Yeah, pretty much. Well done, Runkle. You can always count on Runkle. We need to put this. We need to break him as quickly as possible. Wonderful axe. It's rallied. Oh god. Right. We need to put this guy down. Oh. Killed that one. Okay, I'm gonna move him here because I need to try and... Ooh, well done. Well, you missed a target and hit the guy in the back, which I'm not fantastically happy about, but... If we can kill this one, we might be able to break the other one. Oh, God. Right, this one's suffering bad morale now. Gotta get him up and protect the archer, while this one's gotta rush up and try and help the Fuax. Get him to divide his attacks. But that one's fleeing. Oh boy, come on the Fuax. You can do it. Oh yes, the Fuax just sort of just walks up to the snarling, ginormous dire wolf and just smacks it in the side of the head with his wooden axe, and blood just flies everywhere. And it's looking relatively nervous now. That's all right to be. I ain't going to be giving it any mercy. I'm going to be mounting its hide on a wall as a trophy. Yep, it's broken. We'll get as many people as we can around it. I want these things dead. I'll chase down. The other one's probably fleeing really fast by now. Jab it at Edgun. We can do it. Yes, Edgun, the sort of... The enemy battle is beat. Yep, run. It is over. The last one is going to be way outpacing me anyway. I mean, some of my guys took a little bit of damage. But we killed. To be honest, I'm really satisfied by that. Your employer, Bergmeister, might not believe what's happened here without evidence. You or your men to begin taking pelts, trophies, scalps, whatever might sow off your victory here. Irki the Bergmeister welcomes your return with a goblet of wine. Drink up, Beast Slayer. You are curious as to how he already knows of your success. He weighs off your curiosity. I've many eyes and ears in these lands, no spies of course, but the common folks have big mouths. I said no, I'm one of them. He laughs. You did well out on this one, sellsword. So here's a sip. It's a mighty fine wine. It's all right. The reward of 730 crowns. You walk out with his far better vote. Irki the Bergmeister stops you. Just so you know, mercenary, those beasts killed some good men and women out there. Those people might be scared of you, but being a sellsword that you are, but they are internally grateful all the same. You weigh the crowns. Quite grateful, yes. All my guys leveled up. So let's put him in. He needs more health, really. We need some of the guys as well. What do we give him? Improved. God, he needs better melee defense, really, and more health. Range defense, melee defense, health. These guys. The reason I'm doing it like this is because these guys are the guys that got us like on my shield wall, so they need to have relatively high defensive stats. Oh, Mr. Twisted Tails leveled up. Probably should give him range defense as well, because he's going to get shot at a lot from the back. More health. Now perks. What do they have? Colossus. I get the Colossus for nearly everyone because you get more health and it reduces the likelihood of them taking damage. Headhunter is nice. Until first hit, dodge is actually really nice to have as well. I might grab that. Gain a 15% chance to the character's initiative as a bonus. No, gain 50% of the character's initiative. That's actually relatively good. 2 more damage. I want to get the executioner one. I know we should probably name the new guys. So, who haven't we got on the list? As always, if you want your names added to the character roster, just leave a comment in the comment section below. Let's call him... Who do we have? Do we have VDR? Obviously not. VDR, and I put VDR gaming. Well, let's just call him VDR. There we go. What else? His gear's a bit beaten up. Can't really do anything about that, but we are out of time for the day. Do we have anybody that's besides him? Nope. Rightio. One moment, folks. Sorry about that, folks. As always, if you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at the links provided below. Or you can leave a comment in the comment section if you want a character added to the character roster. I will do my best. I hope you've all enjoyed this. I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.